morning, guys. So we're starting today off on kind of a bad note. I imported all the footage of a video Caleb filmed last night, and it was like a husband's perspective or view on adoption, and he looked so stinking cute, and he did a really good job. But the audio was just really messed up, so I don't know what happened there, but I think he's going to try and redo it, so you guys will get a chance to see kind of his thoughts on that. But yeah, so today instead I'm just going to film a little bit of my day with Ellie girl. And I opened up my Snapchat and Insta stories and tweeted you guys on Twitter and just let you know that we're going to do kind of a mini Q&A. So it's like the most beautiful day out. We have a Chinook here where we are right now, so everything is like super sunny and melty and really warm. So I think I'm going to take Ellie out for a walk. Speaking of Ellie, I realized that we didn't actually really show you what she looks like after her groomer's appointment, so I'll show you now. She's super cute. And there she is. Thankfully, they didn't have to cut it too short. With her hair, it gets like matted if it's too long. So I have to really keep up on brushing and taking her to the groomer before it gets to that point. So this time we obviously did a good job because they were able to keep it kind of on the longer side, which is great because then she's not too cold and everything. So yeah, and then one other thing to show you guys was the bookshelf that we made, that we put up, is just like the simple IKEA Billy bookshelf. It's no big deal, but we just needed something and we needed it to not be super expensive. So this works great. So here it is. This is just kind of like my rough draft of how I want the books to go. I'm not exactly sure yet, but yeah, I have to get some stuff to put up there to fill that space and maybe a couple more knickknacks. This is a shadow box that I made of our wedding. So it has a wedding photo. These flowers are actually from my wedding bouquet, which is kind of cool. So there's the flowers and you can see the like dried petals. And then these two were some decorations that Caleb's aunt made for our engagement party, I think it was, or bridal shower, something like that. So I put them all together in this box and I thought it was cute. And I've had it kind of sitting in the closet for ages and ages because I just didn't have anywhere to like put it. So I think it'll go here at least for now until I figure everything out. But yeah, it's nice to at least have all my books put out, which is exciting. Speaking of books, this is actually where my name comes from. So my mom read this book when she was pregnant with me and loved the name. The main character's name is Ayla, obviously, and she, you know, she just like portrayed herself as such a strong, independent woman. So my parents fell in love with the name and then decided to obviously name me after it. So I have them all. There's so many and they're so thick. And I've started reading one like a long time ago, but I got like kind of overwhelmed because of how big they are. So I think I'll have to make it like a project to just actually go through them because it's kind of fun to kind of see where your name comes from, and I think it's kind of a special story too. Amanda says, "Hi Ayla, I'd love to see you guys vlogging more while you're out and about living your life. Do you think you'll get a more compact camera at some point to use so it makes it a little less awkward for you in public, or are you too in love with the quality of your nice camera?" That is definitely a good question. So we have been kind of saving up and have our eye on a Sony RX100 Mark V, and that is a camera that is more compact and you can use just kind of like handheld and vlog with, and it might make things a little bit easier for kind of out and about or just like the talking parts, but it is very much pricey, and as you know, we have other things that we have to spend our money on, so that is definitely something we'll be doing in the future, but we're trying to get more comfortable vlogging in public. It's very hard to get the nerve up to do it. It's funny because one person passing you in the street, you feel like such a silly person vlogging with them, but yet we do things for all of you guys to watch. So it's just like one of those things that you got to get used to. So we're trying our best. Danielle asks, are you hoping for a girl or a boy when you adopt? Love watching your vlogs. And honestly, I really don't have a preference. I am honestly happy with either. Thanks a lot, Ellie. So I've decided to take Ellie on a little walk outside, and of course she saw me pick up her sweater, so she knows what's going on and she's freaking out. All right, are you ready? I have a feeling that this walk is going to be very wet and crazy, so she'll probably end up being soaked. So I'm just going to grab a towel and keep it by the front door just in case. You ready? Let's go. All right, let's see how long we can both last because it's pretty mucky out here, and I'm thinking I'll probably have to just give her a bath later. So we're going down this hill, and it's super slippery because it's like has been melted over, it's all icy, so I'm like sliding down. I'm sort of scared. Come on, Jeannie. Let's just run. Let's just run. Come on. Oh, okay, I think we survived. What's your favorite way to make yourself happy? We love Jean Bean too. Aww. Well, that's a good one. I think basically just spending time with Caleb and making a conscious effort to do things that I know that I like and saying no to the things that I don't like. And that's a difficult thing to do because you often, feel like you need to say yes to everything, but actually knowing yourself and knowing what will make you happy is kind of the first step. And I'm still not great at that. There's a lot of things that I still need to figure out when it comes to that. Listening to music, having bubble baths, going and doing like activities like going ice skating or taking Ellie for walks and things like that. Just little things in your day that bring you some happiness. Also, sunshine. That helps a lot too. If there's a sunny day and I'm outside, I instantly feel a lot better. So a few more questions before we end the vlog. One from Snapchat, are you still planning to adopt embryos? And that is something that we definitely always plan to do at some point, and we'll kind of talk more about that later. Would you ever get Ellie a furry brother or sister? That's a good question. Caleb and I have known what the next kind of dog we want to get is for a long time, but because it is kind of a bigger dog, we kind of want to wait until we have enough like space, backyard and everything like that, and we would really like to get an Australian Shepherd, and so that will be kind of a few years down the road, I think, but Elliot will definitely get a fur brother or sister at some point. From Instagram, Cute Savannah asks, how did you guys meet? And so I will actually link a video down below and in a card up here explaining kind of a little bit of our love story. We didn't go too in depth, but we actually have been friends for a very, 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 very long time. We first met in grade 7 at our prime age of 12, I think it is, when you're in grade 7, 12 years old. And we've been friends ever since, gone to school together this whole time. And then only once after we were done high school, like a year after high school, we actually decided to start dating, and he tried very, very hard, and I turned him down a lot, and he was friend zoned, but we eventually got there, and here we are today. Hannah from Instagram asks, what is your go-to song when you're stressed? Love you guys. That is a good question. I talked in the last vlog about how my very favorite artist of all time is City and Colour, but lately, honestly, the new Ed Sheeran songs have been amazing, and Caleb and I cannot get enough. We're like putting it on repeat. It's so great. So really anything that I can like sing along to usually like helps me de-stress, but if I'm ever needing to really de-stress, City and Colour definitely, or Joshua Radin. I like him a lot too. Caleb and I actually the other day it was on the weekend, we laid in bed for like 2 solid hours just listening to City and Color in the dark, laying together, listening. I know that might sound silly, but it's very like, it's really nice for us to do that sometimes, because it's like all the words start to touch you and you start to feel emotional, or you like, you know, music is very important part of our lives, I find. So yeah, that's a good question, Hannah. Lindsay on Snapchat asks, my question would be, what is the thing you like most about being homeowners? And that would definitely be the fact that we pay a mortgage, and we kind of have that money basically coming back to us. It doesn't go to a landlord. It's not just kind of gone in the wind, I guess you could say, is it's being invested. So that's definitely the best thing. And also just being able to do whatever you want to your place, and not really have to answer to anybody. That's pretty sweet too. How old are you and Caleb? So we are both right now 23. Caleb's birthday is coming up April 6th, and he will be 24. My birthday is not until September. So yeah, we're little babies, basically. All right, guys, that's going to be it for the vlog today. Thank you so, so much for everyone who sent in some questions. We really, really, really appreciate it. And we hope you are having a fabulous day. We hope your weekend, your rest of your week is great. And we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye! Jeannie, say bye. Jeannie!